Hi, hello. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Hi, welcome back. Okay, hi, welcome back to my channel. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. It's warm. That's why I'm dressed in a summer outfit. Hello. Today's video actually has a lot to do with outfits and clothing and just why am I standing like this? I don't know. Maybe I'm nervous. Anytime I get nervous about a topic, it's because it's a good one. It's a good topic. And it's kind of a personal topic. It's a topic about, just personal image, yourself, growing up. How many times are you going to hit puberty is the question, really? Like, is puberty going to happen my whole life? I don't know, maybe. I'm all over the place, but lately I've been feeling weird, like I'm going through puberty again. I am 29, going to be 30, and as a woman, maybe, I don't know, I've only been a woman, so okay, sorry. I'm not sure if it's different for anyone else. Point being is, you go through puberty when you're, I don't know, teen era, and then you feel weird about your body, you get used to it. Turns out, hello, you go through it again. I feel like every decade you kind of go through puberty, if you will, and you feel weird about your body, and you kind of I don't know. For me, my experience is I get angry, I get self-conscious. I'm what's going on? I've changed nothing about my exercise, diet, routine, and I feel flabby, I feel weird, squishy, and I'm what's going on? A lot of it could be a mental thing, 1. It could also be my medical condition, 2. It could be the medication I'm taking, 3. There's a lot of factors, but a lot of it is mental. It is mental, and it is okay, well, what's going on up here that's making me feel weird and angry and just not myself, right? And I'm so happy and lucky and blessed that I have a really great relationship with my family, and they understand me, and I'm able to talk about it, and okay, I have issues communicating and saying how I feel exactly. I don't know if you're like this, but I have trouble getting what's in here to come out of my mouth. I feel angry. Why? I have no idea. And it's a really I feel really lucky, basically, is what I'm trying to say, that my mom, especially, everyone else, my husband, my dad, my brother, they all get me in different ways, but they all get me, and they're able to help me kind of just navigate and translate my feelings and emotions, and I'm able to get them out, and in turn I'm able to help you guys out. I think I'm getting really good at explaining stuff I go through to other people, and you guys are able to kind of relate, and we can have a space here to chit chat and figure stuff out about life. Anyways, I was able to tell my mom hey, look, I've been feeling like shit the past couple days, and my clothes feel weird, my period's not coming, I don't know what the heck. I understand, I have what's it called? Lupus, and the sun and the heat makes me flare up, and then my body literally gets inflamed, and it's just so much up here that I'm trying to navigate, and then I see myself in the mirror. If I'm feeling crap up here and I see myself in the mirror, it's just a vicious cycle of feeling like crap, looking like crap. And that's what I told my mom, and my mom, I told her, I'm tell me the truth, help me, I don't know what I'm feeling. And if love, love ain't lies, and love is telling the truth. And she told me how it is. She's hey, look, your body is not going to be how it was forever. You're not going to be 15 forever. You're not going to look how you did at 15 forever. Your body's gonna change, and you're gonna have to, like, you know, love it if you're blessed enough to have kids. And it's honestly like, I'm like, oh my god, I'm not in control, you know, obviously, like, whatever happens happens. It's a scary thought to have children, for sure, for many reasons, but I won't get into it. I'm leaving that up to the universe and God. Whatever happens happens in that regard. But, you know, your body does, this is her words, not mine, your body does change throughout that, and you do have to, like, give yourself grace, the same grace that you have to learn to give yourself now while you're going through your medical condition changes and your body changes, your hormone changes, your age changes, and all that good stuff. What is that? Sorry, Penny just, like, sniffed the floor and, like, put her paw up. I hope it's not a bug. Sorry. You see, I lost my train of thought. Anyways, your body's not going to be the same forever. But what's in here is, as cliche as that sounds, you who you are at your true heart, your conscience, your little baby self in here is always going to be who you are. And that, I think, is a beautiful thing. And I was so angry at first, like, I couldn't grasp it, and I was like, well, this just doesn't make sense to me. And usually when shit doesn't make sense to me at first, I marinate in it, and it makes sense to me later on in the week, and I'm like, all right. I had that same feeling that, like, I got when I first got my period, and I was so freaking mad. I was like, why do I have to get a damn period, and why do I have to do this, and, like, why does it hurt, and why do I still have to go do my regular routine? I felt the same way for some reason, and I don't know why. And it just was like, okay, look, the vessel that is me, you know, this is temporary. What's in here is forever. What's in my heart is forever. Who I am as a person is forever. And my spirit will continue to live on, whatever, you know, situations I go through and have to, you know, basically, like, this is me. And, you know, I also started to think, I'm like, okay, look, if all goes as planned and I'm lucky enough to live the life that I am, you know, and I live to be 1,000 years old, am I gonna, like, let whatever funky feelings I have in my brain, like, determine how I'm gonna dress and how I'm gonna, like, you know, like, oh, okay, because I'm 30, I can no longer do this, and I can no longer wear this. And my mom actually, and we were talking, like, and this is another video that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk about, like, my different fashion eras and, like, what I liked at different ages. I think it's such a fun idea. But I used to have this, like, weird, I don't know, rule that I made up in my head. I'm like, okay, well, now I can't wear this because I'm this old. And I was starting to get back into that, like, oh, can I wear shorts? It's shorts. My freaking grandma wears shorts and she looks good. My 83-year-old grandma and my 60-something, I can't remember, she's 60-something year old grandma also wears shorts. Like, we can wear shorts. Stop being weird. Like, that's what I'm telling myself in my head, you know? My husband texted me. Also, side note, you know me, I always have sores in my mouth, and the heat is just exasperating this one. So if I sound funny, that's why. To send him a selfie. Okay. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah. And as I thought, like, okay, yeah, your body's not going to be the same forever, But like, you can still wear what you like, I'm telling myself. And my mom and I were saying, like, you know, you tend to lose yourself in this weird idea and headspace you get into, and it's like, who's making up all these rules? You're the one that's like putting boundaries and limitations on like silly things like that are like holding you back from your true happiness. You know, like, so what? Get a size up, get a size down, wear oversized versions of what you want. If you yourself are happy and comfortable, then wear that, you know? Like, if you want to wear the Brandy Melville and you're 45 years old, wear the Brandy Melville. If you want to wear Shein, wear Shein. If you want to wear stuff from TJ Maxx, wear the stuff from TJ Maxx. As long as you put your, like I said, your little version of you first, and you make that little version of you happy, that's all that matters. And give yourself the grace, give yourself like, okay, look, I'm still me in here. Once all this gets all wrinkly, saggy, and, you know, grown up, and it's not gross, you know, a lot of unfortunate, like, I don't know what the fancy word is, but like what society says like is pretty, and, you know, like, everyone likes the young and fresh little, what am I saying? The new people. And once you get older, no one likes you. I think that's just, you know, that's not right. And it is all perspective for sure. If you yourself feel young in here, and you carry yourself young-hearted, fresh-hearted, light-hearted, and, you know, you take on the challenges not in a bitter, ugly, evil way, you know, you'll reflect that of who you are, and you'll in turn feel happier about yourself. And, you know, your changing body for whatever, you know, reason. I don't know. I'm all over the place, but yeah, that's where I've been thinking about that, and I haven't been happy with, like, and honestly, I probably look the same. I probably do whatever. My Botox is wearing off. Maybe that's what triggered it. I don't know. And in turn, I should be happy with myself without the Botox. It shouldn't matter. But I was, I think, getting a little too hyper-focused on, like, weird, what's it called? Aesthetics of my body. And I'm like, in the end of the day, I can only control so much. If I'm doing my part, eating healthy, doing my exercise, and taking care of my mental, that's all that should matter. If for some reason it's not lining up with the outside, that's out of my control. In my heart, I know I'm taking care of myself. That's all that should matter. And if my, you know, my blood work and my labs come out great, that's also, you know, that's a plus. So yeah, if I guess you're in the same boat as me, it doesn't, it matters, but it doesn't, you know, like, take care of who you are in the inside, and that'll reflect on the outside. I think if you're going to take anything from this video, is hold on to your inner self, inner child, inner soul. Nurture that. And at the end of the day, it's like your true form, your true self is inside. And once you feed her or him or whatever, you know, and nurture that, it'll reflect on the outside. Because I've seen some people that are like grown and sexy, and I'm like, she's a baddie because she chooses to be a baddie. She doesn't let any outside factors determine her inner self. Like Drew Barrymore is, I think, a good example. I just saw her post, like, it's chic to be 50. Yeah, I'm excited to be 50, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm just, you know, trying my best to remind myself to be grateful for the little things, because a lot of little things that I have, other people would wish for. And you too, a lot of things that you have, other people would wish for them. And just be grateful for the little things. And don't get hyper-focused on silly little things that, you know, the little bad seeds like to be planted in your brain, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it to be upset about little things. But yeah, it took a lot of me to film this video, to be honest. I was not down to be vulnerable on camera, especially about stuff like this, and it feels strange to talk about for sure, but I know there's a space and like a community that feels the same way that I do, and I know I'm not alone. And I know people would be like, what's wrong with you? You look fine. Yes, but it's, you know, it's hard to explain, and I hope I come across my people, and I hope you understand where I'm coming from, and I know you will. But yeah, and that's all I gotta say. Okay, I feel like I said my piece, but I will see you next time, and thank you for watching. Bye.